Hey everyone, so with the interviews right around the corner, how do you set up your internet connection to be stable during the entire interview process, and how do you ensure that you have a proper continuous flow of data? This is very important. For that reason, I'll be first starting with what you need to do, what you need to check, and how you can ensure that this thing isn't being an issue in the final thing. So the internet test leader in the world is speedtest.net. You just type this in Google, and then you can just search and you can check your internet speed, right? So for internet speed, the speed is not very important. This is very important, which is ping and stability of an internet speed, which is very important. See, for basically for video conferencing, 2 Mbps is enough. For regular video conferencing, even in full HD, 4 Mbps is enough speed. You don't need a 100 Mbps line to support your internet video conferencing. But the disclaimer is you should have the equal upload and download speed, right? So for me, like the internet stability is very important because I sit in classes all day long, and for that reason I have taken a connection in which like I have continuous consistent internet speed, right? No matter what time I'm using, I need to get that constant speed, right? So for that reason, you need to ensure that you have at least 2 Mbps of upload speed, okay? Because that is basically how it happens, right? Your internet is going up to the other party, right? So for that reason, ensure that your internet speed is at least 2 Mbps. If you don't have a fixed line, right, and say if you are someone who's relying on mobile internet, I highly suggest talk to someone close to you and try to reach out to their home or wherever or office. If you have a proper internet connection, if you have some kind of talk with them and get your interview given over there. Okay. Uh, Worst case scenario, like okay, you're someone who has an Airtel, Jio, whatever connection right now, and you don't have any other option, try to borrow this kind of a dongle, right? So I'm just showing it. I'm not marketing anything. This is just like a representative purpose. Like about 1.5 2 years back, I was using this, and I have noticed that your internet speed increases by 1 to 2 Mbps on the dongle, 1 to 2 Mbps only. Okay, unless it is like too much, it doesn't give a too much difference, but your ping, increases a lot. So if your ping was like 50 ms, it will reduce to say 25 to 30 ms. So that means the reaction time is much quicker. So if you are, you can check in this speedtest.net. There is one more website called fast.com. You can check in this also. It consistently gives you a proper result. See, for me, like the internet speed needs to be consistently high, all right, because we are always on classes and all that. So for that reason, this is what I really like. And as I was saying, right, so it's not just the internet speed, right? Like it's the overall appearance for the other person. So if you are looking a lot better, like if you are properly prepared with your say formal dresses and all, for that also I just wanted to cover this up because I've been getting asked questions like, okay, what should I wear for interview, what I shouldn't wear. So I'll be starting with women, right? So first best option for women is formals for women, because this is what is generally expected in a corporate setting. So if you're someone who's comfortable wearing this, definitely you should try this out. And you get a lot of options these days. It's not very difficult to get it out of the internet, or you can but I will suggest you go out to a real store and try it out, because at the end of it all depends on how well it looks on you, how it fits you and all that, right? So for that, please ensure that this is what you are doing. Then second best option would be Indian formals. This is also a great choice. You can wear, you can just Google, and if you don't understand what exactly is Indian formals, there is a very slight distinction between, say, something that you would wear for a function and then something that is formal. So just look at this. Okay. And another choice that I've seen many students do is wear a sari for the interview. This is an excellent choice. It will give you a good impression also on the interviewer side. If you are someone who's comfortable in it, wear a non-flashy, simple, plain sari. Like you can watch few IS interviews, mock interviews that are there on YouTube. Many of the women there, they are usually wearing sari, so you can look at it. And when you're coming from men, right? So the best option would be you wear a formal suit, right? So don't ask me what is formal suit. You can Google it. Okay, so I'm just showing you certain images here. Any color will be fine as long as the color looks good on you, black, blue, whatever it is. And definitely you should be, looking at a good quality suit as an investment, because later on it will be helpful in your summer placements and various other places. So it might be anywhere between 3 to 5,000 rupees in the starting range, but look at it as a long-term investment and buy a good suit. It will be really good, because later on also you'll be using it for many other occasions in the B school. Second best option would be a plain shirt and formal trousers, right? This is the only two highly accepted options. I know there are certain people who say that you can wear ethnic wear to interviews. I've read the story of Harsha Bogle wearing Indian ethnic wear to his IMA interview, but generally I have never seen students who are going to interviews in Indian ethnic wear. If you really want, you can go ahead, because there is no setting of say this is the dress code. But yeah, for men, these two are very good, very easy options, right? So you don't need to do too much research. You can just buy a simple plain white shirt or blue shirt and pair it with a dark blue trouser or a black trouser, and you're done, right? So if you have a suit, you can wear a suit. If you don't have a suit, you can borrow a blazer or whatever. There are many renting options also. You can definitely look at this. And one last thing should be, like, you need to have this softwares installed. So most of the interviews are happening either on Zoom or Google Meets. So for Google Meets, there is no requirement of software. So you can directly go on the website and you can watch you can join the meeting. Whereas for Zoom, you need to install it, and there is some amount of setup that is required. Okay, so I would like, if you are not someone who has given a meeting till now, okay, there will be many of you who have not done even a single meeting till now. So set up a meeting, join with your friends, and try to get all these issues ironed out, right? There will be mic issues, there will be audio issues, there will be video issues, there will be so many connectivity related issues and all that. So try to get that sorted out first and foremost, right? And even with Google Meets, you can do that. Most of the colleges have specified that you should not have a virtual background behind you. So ensure that you don't have virtual background if you set it up remote, all right, and you join the PIs, because virtual background may, what happens, someone can stand behind you and it will still cover it. So for that reason, they don't want any kind of discrepancy. That's why they have given this very clearly. If you're using it, you might even get disqualified. So ensure that you're not using virtual backgrounds. So I will be recapping. The most important thing is a stable internet connection, which is definitely not something that you usually get with a mobile connection or a wireless connection. So try to get to a broadband place, like wherever it might be. Okay, I know you might be staying in your hometown, you might be staying in a village place, wherever it might be. Okay, so but at least this is something that will decide your future. So for a few days at least, go to your chacha, chachi, mama, mami, whoever it is. Okay, go to their place, stay there, go to an office, call your friend, colleague who is working in a big company. If he can give us office for a few hours, okay, like it will be very helpful for you to set up your entire life, right? So use that, and then don't look at internet like 100 Mbps is required. Even at 10 Mbps, stable connection is extremely good. All right, and it is it is enough, right? Like it is enough for you to maintain the complete video conferencing throughout. All right, so don't worry about these things, and have an extremely good ping and stable connection. That is what I would say. Right now on my connection, at least 10 devices have been connected, and still I get a consistent 10 Mbps speed. So this kind of speed is required. All right. So I have had before, I had a 150 Mbps connection, and then the speed would drop drastically. Like when four devices connected, it would drop to like 5 Mbps. So speed isn't enough. The quality of internet connection is enough, is what is required. And it should allow multi-ping. All right. So that means multiple devices will have the similar internet speed when you're getting connected. So this kind of things keep in mind. Okay. And if you're more than 5 Mbps consistently coming, it is enough. It is more than enough. It's an overkill. You can do full HD video conferencing at 4 Mbps. Actually, that is what is specified. 2 Mbps you can do HD. 1 Mbps is enough for doing normal video conferencing. That is also fine. Okay, like it is passable. It is not bad at all. Okay, it will be stable. So use that. And if you are someone who cannot do anything else, like I have many friends who are using this devices already, even in college, because they are staying in, say, the remotest places, and then they don't have any broadband service provider. So they are, they understand that, okay, this device will provide a slightly better speed and better ping. So they're using it, they're connecting and accelerate. So that is also something that you can definitely try out. But please iron out all these issues before only, so that you are mind free. Okay, like you don't have that tension. All right, you get your internet connected 15 days prior to your interview starting, because you will be busy with your interview preparation. You don't think like, okay, 2 days before my interview, I'll go and get my new internet connection. So please get all this done. And it's like, see, one thing is out of your mind. You have spent so much money on forms, other things, everything. Okay, invest 2-3 thousand rupees and get a proper stable internet connection. That is my humble request, because you are going to, have a golden opportunity. All right, if you just consider the last year process, you have to really go to certain places. All right, I know, like for some of my interviews, I have traveled from Bangalore to Mumbai. All right, so that kharcha would be like more than 10,000 rupees easily for one place. So think of that, like you saved so much money by just sitting at home and you have a good internet connection. So think in this way, get it done. And that's it. If you have any doubts, you can always ping me on the Telegram group. I am posting real this year interview experiences. Even today's interview experiences, I've posted 5 or 10 of them on the Telegram group. Join it, watch it. All right. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. All the very best for your future interviews. And let me know how it goes. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All the best.